All right, guys, we are back at it with another one here. We got an interesting report, guys. Obviously, we're following with the Trump and Elon Musk fallout, guys. And apparently, there was supposed to be a call that Trump was supposed to call Elon Musk and try to reconcile things. All that was false. So we're getting reports that all that was false, and that Elon Musk is actually the one trying to contact Trump and patch things up. And he's regretting his ketamine meltdown on X, guys, because he had a full-blown drug ketamine meltdown on X, and Trump's like, yo, I have no interest in repairing that relationship. And Elon Musk is in a really crappy position because, you know, he went and aligned himself with Donald Trump, who has a base, who doesn't give a rat's ass about Tesla nor consumes any of Tesla's products, right? Turns his back on the Democrats, who were actually pushing that electric vehicle bullshit. And so he lost that base fucking with Trump. And now the Democrats are like, nope, we don't want you either. And so he's in a pickle here. So he's like, let me try to reconcile things with Trump and say sorry and see if he'll accept. Trump's like, dude, we got a potential World War III going on. Go take your drug-infested ass to a rehabilitation center and get the hell out of here, you degenerate. Okay, and not only that, like, Elon Musk is such a crappy person, guys. I mean, you saw what he did with slashing USAID, FEMA, Meals on Wheels. This guy killed over 300,000 people worldwide, you know, with his shitty ass policies. Oh, and the air traffic controllers, 7 plane crashes. You know, we saw that. And so really shitty, probably the worst human being alive now. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because this guy's, but he was on drugs the whole time. So I don't know. Anyways, we got another report here, guys. Trump says Elon Musk could face serious consequences if he backs Democratic candidates. So Trump, like, this is like the first direct threat to Elon Musk. So it writes, President Donald Trump is not backing off his battle with Elon Musk, saying Saturday that he has no desire to repair the relationship and warning that his former ally and campaign benefactor could face serious consequences if he tries to help Democrats in upcoming elections. Trump told NBC Kristen Welker in a phone interview that he has no plans to make up with Musk, asked specifically if he thought his relationship with the mega billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX is over. Trump responded, I would assume so, yeah. I'm too busy doing other things. Trump continued, you know I won an election in a landslide. I gave him a lot of breaks long before this happened. I gave him breaks in my first administration to save his life. In my first administration, I have no intention of speaking to him. The president also issued a warning amid chatter that Musk could back Democratic lawmaker and candidates in the 2026 midterm elections. If he does that, he'll have to pay the consequences for that, Trump told NBC, though he declined to share what those consequences would be. Musk's businesses have many lucrative federal contracts. Okay, so, and, you know, let's just be honest here, guys. Elon Musk was definitely helpful with Trump winning the election on him. I mean, he put down, like, what, $30 million, and he was also the bastion of free speech. Remember that when everyone was like, oh, Elon Musk is such a badass guy. He's letting everybody be as racist, and I mean, just it was just, X was just all over the place. People were just saying a whole bunch of fucking different things. Yeah, and you know, and now it looks like Elon Musk is, you know, Trump obviously doesn't need him anymore, and for what, right? Like, Trump's getting all this money from Qatar and all these places, which doubles or triples whatever Elon Musk gave him to fund his election here. And we got actually a post here, guys, that is very hilarious. We're going to go ahead and look at this thing here. So this is this guy, James Fishback. So he says, Elon, keep tweeting about your new political party and Japanese fertility rates all you want. You owe President Trump a full-throated apology, and every hour you delay, it'll make an eventual apology less sincere. You can substantively disagree with the president on policy, but you should not have baselessly and personally attacked him. And so Elon Musk replies to that. And this guy's still, like, you could tell a lot of his replies are just drug infested, right? What's the apology for exactly? And then he comments again. He's like, be precise. And then he comments again. He says, I will apologize profusely as soon as there's a full dump of the Epstein files, which Donald Trump is definitely in. 100,000% Trump's in the Epstein files, guys. And that's why they haven't been releasing them. So I believe that. Right, I'll take that. I believe that. So yeah, Elon Musk. And then what's funny is, like, there's another report where, like, an hour later, Elon Musk, like, deletes the post where he's essentially like claiming that Trump is that Trump was in the Epstein file. So this guy's like a weirdo. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, which is not surprising. And then we have Steve Bannon here, guys. We're gonna get into Steve Bannon. So Steve Bannon is actually advocating for Trump to seize SpaceX tonight. And then Elon Musk is an illegal alien, so he wants Trump to investigate whether Elon Musk is actually a citizen. And if not, to be officially deported back to South Africa. Let's get into this video here. Yeah, Steve Bannon is crashing out. He's crashing out, guys. This is probably the only thing I agree with Trump and his, them getting rid of Elon. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they find a report that Elon has been working with a lot of foreign adversaries. So let's get into this clip, man.
SpaceX. President Trump tonight should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight. The U.S. government should seize it. If a guy's going to sit there and start making quotes, also, as Stuart Stevens talked back in January, I don't know why we haven't had a full investigation. Look, if you're going to deport illegal aliens, you got to deport illegal aliens. The good go with the good, the goose and the gander. They got to go back to this, as Stuart Stevens talked about, and go through everything about his immigration status. I happen to believe, given the facts that I've been shown, that he's an illegal alien, and illegal aliens got to be deported.
Uh-oh.
Also, this drug use is reported in the New York Times.
That's true. We don't really know what Elon Musk's status in America is.
Drug use in the New York Times. If that's a fact, that ought to be investigated. You can't have a security clearance, Jack Posobiec, as you know. Jack, if somebody in your unit had that type of drugs, and they had a security clearance, what would happen to them, sir?
Well, Steve, remember that Hunter Biden popped positive, I believe, for cocaine on his very first weekend in the Navy Reserve. And even at that time, I don't remember if his father, I think his father was still the vice president at the time. He wasn't president yet, or autopan president yet. And Hunter Biden was summarily separated from the United States Navy over his very first weekend at drilling as a Navy reservist over popping positive.
Also, it should take his security clearance away, and all contracts should be suspended pending that investigation. Also, as I said on the Tim Pool show in Matt Gaetz's office, I think over a year ago, right? That was over a year ago, where I said, hey, he's an agent of influence of the Chinese Communist Party because of his financial relationship in Tesla. That should be fully investigated. President Trump is a bull. Elon Musk is a baby calf.
Not really.
Okay? And now it's time for the good of the country, the republic. Forget MAGA and the Republican Party. This is a national security issue now. It's raised to the level of national security issue of a very unstable individual that's out saying very, I think, dangerous things about the President of the United States. And he has to be investigated, should be investigated immediately. And all contracts associated, all government contracts should be immediately suspended.
Yeah, man. So, and yeah, that's true, man. Elon Musk is a flaming degenerate, guys. He's a horrible person. I mean, you guys heard obviously know what happened with some of the cuts he's made. Yeah, I mean, Elon Musk is a flaming degenerate, guys. He's a drug addict. There's no reason why he should be allowed anywhere near the Oval Office or the White House or in politics in general. And he belongs in a rehabilitation center, guys. And he should, seize SpaceX. I agree with all that shit, by the way, because Elon Musk is again, guys, he's responsible for so many, he's, the cuts he's made through Doge are vicious, man. I mean, to talk about cutting U.S. aid that was helping starving children in the Sudan. 150,000 people died, by the way, after those cuts were made. FEMA, this guy cut he fired all these air traffic controllers with his Doge bullshit, targeting DEI apparently, but they're just firing any random person, and that caused 7 plane crashes. What the fuck, man? This guy belongs in jail. I want to be honest with you guys, let alone the fucking Oval Office, right? But I guess, Trump pumped and dumped him. He took the 30, he helped him win the election. And then right now, after he pretty much used them, which Trump does best, by the way, he just takes money from random people and then snakes them in the end. So pretty common tactic Trump does here. But yeah, I agree, man. Like we should definitely investigate more about this Elon Musk character, because the way he flipped on Trump and the shit that he's saying now, he's like making it seem like Trump is like, gonna, pretty much everything that the left is saying, like he's using the same talking points. So that's kind of an eye opener there. Like, do you just sit there and play both sides, with your tech elites to kind of get what you want to get? And Trump told you no, so now you're crying like a little bitch. You know what I mean? Even though what he was saying, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is somewhat true. Like, yeah, are the tariffs going to cause a recession in the second half of the year? Yes, if they continue that way. Is Trump in the Epstein files? 1,000%. No, I'm not. You can't deny that, right? But yeah, man, this is wild.